Chai with Lucky. I am your host, Lucky Mbabazi. I am with my good friend Babu Mariam and of course my brother Adam Chamanwa. And today I would like to talk about how do we co-parent even if we don't have a relationship anymore and raise our children positively.
It is not an easy thing to do because honestly, most men fall short in this department.
Right.
For so many reasons, as we'll come up with these reasons as well. Now, depending on how you broke up with the mother of your child or children, and also some men are just genuinely selfish and bothered and irresponsible.
Right.
Some guys will just not show up.
He's like, I don't want anything
the woman
to do
will
with
sort
that.
it out.
Yeah,
I probably didn't even want the pregnancy, and we had this argument, and she decided to have the pregnancy anyway. So
what do they do
he
then?
walks away.
Right.
Now, unfortunately, that falls to the lady who has to.
Because you're the mother, so what
yes,
do you do?
you have no choice but to. But I've seen mothers who have also dumped their children and
Very
walked
few.
away.
Yes. Very few.
Yes.
If we look
But
at the stats.
The stats, yes. Yes.
The stats.
The stats were true. Men are more than women. Depending on how the woman approaches the whole thing.
Yeah.
Especially for those who are willing to participate in the upbringing of the child. Depending on how the woman comes at you, the man, it will give the man how to do these things.
How to do this thing.
Yes, because
but
now,
it shouldn't, that's where I have a problem, Mariam. It shouldn't be depending on how I react to the whole situation is how how much you put in.
I think
in terms of raising
it shouldn't be at all. It is because you are not together anymore.
Yes. And what he said, how you broke up.
Yes.
Some people forget, they focus on the picture of how they broke up and think that is what is going to help. That anger is what is going to help.
Especially on the side of the women.
To make the person bring the food to the table for the kids. I say food in general. So how you approach the matter, these men, sometimes, I'm sorry, there's a way they react to situations that is just uncalled for. So in the situation where you approach him like, you're using so much force, you need to do this, you're supposed to do A, B, C, D, he knows he's supposed to do it. But the way you come to him is like, we even separated. Why? What the hell? You understand? So the approach is very key, honestly. You've heard about people who actually even take the men to court.
Yes.
But they're taking you to court for. My issue is that men are forgetting their responsibility.
Yes, they are.
And as soon as we address,
that's the thing. They actually are not forgetting. They know. They are just choosing. Some of them are choosing not to do it.
And that's what I'm saying. If you choose, let's not play when it comes to children.
Yes.
And I am saying this because I'm seeing a lot of games going on and you're playing with innocent children.
Yes.
If you have issues with your woman, with your man, those are your issues.
True.
They have nothing to do with that child.
Yeah.
Yes.
Regardless of how Mariam reacts
or how
towards you,
separated.
because if a woman can step aside and be like, oh, Munange, he has to raise our children. Let me step on the side and act as the foolish one so that he's able to take up his responsibility. It's his responsibility. It's not Mariam's responsibility to remind you. If she can step back, men need to step back too. And raise these children. We are having a lot of children who are missing fathers, who are missing mothers, and yet it shouldn't be that complicated.
Very correct.
So address the men as well. Yes, that's what I'm saying.
Yes.
Mariam, don't be like, no, it's because of
No. I was not trying to make an excuse. I was just trying to tell you that it is the reality of the situation. Because what we are trying to see is how to actually make sure that this doesn't happen. You understand? I'm not coinciding with the men or how things happen and stuff. It is what it's supposed to be. But we cannot rule out the fact that there are these other small things which he mentioned that make things actually the co-parenting jam.
They blow it out of proportion. And
we shouldn't rule it out. So the issue is everyone knows their responsibilities, not so?
Right, exactly.
Everyone knows that there's a child involved. No one needs to be called. You understand? But what are those small things that both parties are doing? Let's not say only the women, What are those small, because you said even
because
some
men are the ones who supposedly relax. So she chose to go with the kids. So at the end of the day, how do we
try to focus on what is important, the kids.
First of all, the most important thing is I believe when you separate, the child lives with one of the parents.
Yes.
Yes.
Now that
Sometimes
person
both.
who lives, in most cases, depending on how, there is sole custody and there is co-parenting. There's when the woman, by default,
Yeah.
became the sole custodian
Below
of that
7
child
years.
because the other one probably married again and does not want anything to do with the children.
Now that is
or
what, that
or
issue
drama.
of getting married again
Yes.
Uh-huh.
is also another problem.
Aha.
It's actually
Yes.
one
So,
of the
It's actually one of the biggest,
Yeah.
Where
especially
I
when
was
it comes to
driving
men.
to is who is living with the children.
Well,
If the person is living with a child, then you who is outside that there's a different way you co-parent if this person is already in a
So that
relationship.
becomes a provision issue.
Yes.
So you
Eh,
provide.
Yes.
Instead of like, the children will be with you on the
Uh-huh.
weekend. So that's a different setting.
No, they
altogether.
can
Yes.
you can still take them for the weekend, but
That
if
is if
she's
the other person
Monday
accepts.
to
Hey.
it's not an issue of
I'm
accepting.
telling you.
It is
some
Adam,
refuse.
some
yeah,
refuse.
yes. Depending. They have reasons for refusing, but if
No,
there's
no,
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 reason
some
to
of
refuse,
them,
But what should
especially,
be the reason?
let me tell you something, especially when it comes to the women.
Yes.
She can refuse to give it this out of spite.
Lucky you've had those
I can
stories.
refuse to give you my
Out of
child if
spite.
you've never
But you see, that is
introduced
not your child.
your
It is
woman-
our child.
Oh no.
It is our child.
If Mariam, you are married to Adam, and I have children with Adam, God forbid, this is weird. And I have children with Adam, and I do not know who you are. Yakuwasa, nesitukulaba, nesitukutegeera. I am not letting you live with my child.
No.
You see,
That's one
why?
I don't agree with. Let me tell
Why?
you. Let
No,
me
I'm
tell
not.
you.
Why?
No.
It's
Lucky.
very simple. You don't understand.
It's what you're saying is this. What you're saying is the man cannot look after his own children.
We have had stories.
That
Not
is-
even
I know,
that.
I get-
We
no,
have
no,
had,
no.
some people have lived this.
Mariam,
stories.
no. Let's
Okay.
not argue. We have had stories. And I'm looking at the statistics of it all.
And I want you to be
Of-
realistic.
And I'm being realistic and I don't want
how
you.
many men actually go and get married to another woman and bring that woman to introduce them to the mother of their kids? The
You know-
reality is no. Lucky, let us be in the realistic situation. What you're trying to say is very, very
Because,
good.
let me-
Because I would like to know where my children go. But remember, where they go, their father is there. So for me, my focus should be on their father. Listen, no, Lucky, the reality of the situation is men do not introduce us to the women.
But the problem is,
which would be a good
it
thing.
could be, you're
So
not
are you
understanding
saying-
me. I am saying they are not introducing you. They should introduce you.
Which is fine.
Why?
But it's not
Why?
going to
Because
happen.
raising
No,
a
why?
child, because we're
Why should
trying
they
to
introduce
find ways of co-parenting.
See
That
now,
child,
What
wait,
if the other woman
co-parenting-
doesn't want to meet you?
Yes.
Have you thought about that
the
also?
thing is, I'm not trying to take your man.
No,
You're-
no.
You see, women look at it in a
We're
different
having
way.
You're having
You
a
guys
conversation.
look at it in a
It
different
is
way.
you as Adam to find ways of making
Exactly.
it happen.
Now, for me, as Adam,
making
the
it
easiest way
happen.
will be you never meet. They told you we'll never
Yes.
meet.
So
I will meet you when we need to meet. I am
You know
with
what
her
I
when
was
I have to
telling
be
you
with her.
Let's make cooperative.
Let's
but
leave
wait.
co-parenting as
Do
co-parenting.
you know why I was explaining? You're not listening.
Okay, let
As
us
to
listen.
why another woman would refuse her
Because
child
of the
to go
things that
there.
we've heard
It
about,
could be
you know,
mistreatment.
mistreating your kids.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, but you
we've
see,
Like
seen
the
it.
recent
It's in the
story
papers,
of the
yes.
woman who was beating
In
the
Guwahati.
child. Yes.
that's
yes.
she's from my
Oh, your area.
my area.
Confidence.
Now,
So I am telling you the things that are scaring.
No.
Mothers
I
may
agree
be-
with you completely. But here's the thing. My introducing you, the mother of my child, to my current wife or woman, won't change it.
Yes.
It will not.
might.
No. What
It
we
might,
need to
it
do. No,
might,
what
or
we need to
I
do.
might read the signs. Me
What
as the
we read
mother.
in-
Okay,
you
Lucky,
as
for
the
me,
mother,
this is my proposal.
no,
This
you
is
as
my
the mother, I
proposal.
agree. You have to read the signs because
Yes,
every
as a
time,
mother.
every time you give me the child for the weekend
There's
or
that
for the
worry, of
holiday,
course, yes.
you'll be worried, which is
Yeah.
okay, which is allowed, by the way.
Yes.
Now, once I bring my child back, our child back to you, it is entirely on you to investigate how the child was
Yes.
treated. If what the child tells you
Yes.
doesn't please you, then and only then can you complain.
Yeah.
But before you have any evidence,
Uh-huh.
you cannot start
So
complaining.
you must wait for something to happen.
No, don't wait for anything to happen.
saying.
You see, here's the
I'm
thing.
actually
It might
on
not.
Adam's side
It might not
because
actually
No,
happen.
I'm not,
It might not
no,
be.
It's not
I am
siding
not.
on the
I'm
bad.
not even on sides.
No,
I
it
am
might
looking
not
at this
be.
child, and
No.
you're missing my
I
point.
Here's the thing,
know,
Lucky,
but
it's like
you
this.
see, like,
It
we are
might
trying
not
to
be.
find ways of
It
co-parenting.
might not
and
be
we're trying to
that.
put in unrealistic demands.
Yes.
The reality
But the
of the
demands-
matter, like he told you,
The demands I'm
is that-
telling you, out of experience, they are not
Yes.
unrealistic.
But you
Exactly.
see-
But you see,
What are you guys
they might be
saying?
out of experience, but
Yes.
here's the thing.
It's one in
The
10.
woman who I am bringing my child to me as the man is not the mother of the child. So it should not be her duty
To do what?
to look after this child.
By
It
that
is
time,
mine
wait.
as the
By
father
that
because
time,
I
and
have
that's a
brought-
mistake that men make. When you decide to marry a woman,
Yes,
when you already have a child, it is her responsibility to
accommodate.
take to.
Yeah, because she has
Accommodate.
accepted you.
Because she has accepted me,
you,
it
the
is
kids,
it
It
is
is different.
to accommodate that
It's
child.
not accommodating.
No,
it's
because
to
here's the
co-parent
thing.
with you. Oh my
No,
God!
no, no. Co-parenting-
It can't be
Yeah, but you see, here's the thing.
Hey.
It can't happen in real life.
it can.
No, it
What do you
cannot.
mean, but
How many people
our
have done
parents
it?
did it.
Yes, our
Adam,
parents
you
did it.
know
Yes,
that.
our parents did it because
Even
here's
my
the thing.
parents did it.
Our parents were different from you
Yes,
people.
bad.
Our parents were different from you people.
Like every show we are doing here, we are saying
different.
things have
No,
changed.
they are different.
Things have changed.
They are
Let me tell
different.
you,
And
for me,
we are-
my issue is this.
Hey.
For me, I still go back to my issue. For me, I still go back to my issue, And I'm telling
Let's
you,
first
Lucky,
go back, Khali.
Okay, Lucky, let's get out of the movie scenario. The movie scenario is most men will not introduce us to the woman they've got married to in the next relationship. However, like he said, our responsibility is as women who have gotten into this new relationship. You accepted to go into this relationship knowing the man has kids, right?
Absolutely.
So it is your responsibility too, as a stepmother,
As a bonus mother, I
as
don't
a
like the
bonus
word
mother,
Okay,
okay,
as
as
a
a
bonus
bonus
mother.
mother, to what? To take care of these
Call it
women
what you want.
when they come to you. Now, like he said, if you take the kids there and something is different when the kids come back, they're unhappy. When the kids come back, they are not. They don't want to go back. You know, all this.
There will be
because
signs.
There will be signs.
There will be signs.
Now you take it back to the drawing board. Which is the drawing board? The
The
father,
father.
And the
not
thing
the other
is,
woman.
and the thing is, you wouldn't have to do all of that.
So
if
you
you had
tell him-
tackled the issue in the beginning.
But
That's
you
the
see,
issue.
you
Not going
see,
to
there is no
happen.
way you can tackle
Why?
it.
But Mariam,
Realistically speaking, it is
never
not.
say-
Okay, I'm not.
Never.
No, Lucky, we are living in the realistic world, and I want us to be realistic because even me, I am where there are kids already, and I've never met the mother. I mean, she's never met me. You understand? But
Because
those
you don't
kids
want
are always
to.
no,
Because you
no,
don't
no,
want
no,
to.
no.
There is- you see,
Because I don't want
here's the
to.
No,
I actually
but
wouldn't
you know-
mind that.
I wouldn't mind it, but you see, it's not on my priority list. But my priority list is that they are siblings for my.
Children.
You understand? That's my priority.
Because you know the difference is that maybe in your relationship, he got married, you got married together. It's not the other side.
No, but Lucky, you see, it's almost the
It's
same
the same
setting.
thing, really.
It's the same setting. I got in knowing there were kids before. You understand? So for me, those kids are my kids' siblings.
So if they come to live in your house, are they your
it is
responsibility
very
or not?
My responsibility.
Absolutely. Now that's what I was also driving at.
Yeah, but you
it's
see what
not
you wanted.
to
What you
accommodate
wanted
them.
is for us to meet the other.
What I'm trying to tell you,
So that we
it
know where
is
the child is
one
going.
of
But there's the dad.
it is one of the solutions to the many co-parenting problems we
Okay.
have today.
Okay.
Yes.
And I was just presenting it as that would be so helpful. That
Yeah.
is what they call blended families. That's how they
it,
end up.
it would be helpful. Agreed. However,
It's
however,
possible.
no,
Out
no,
of
no.
experience, I'm telling you people, it's possible.
No, it is very. It was possible back in the day. Now it is not.
Maybe the question we should
somewhere-
be asking ourselves is why isn't it possible?
Because the women of today have
because the
changed.
women are not
Receptive?
they're not receptive of, and yet they got in. We've said they got in when they knew.
Yes. Someone
However,
comes.
something changes,
Someone
you know?
comes knowing you have children.
Yes.
Yes. And then starts giving you conditions on how the child can visit. The children
Yes.
cannot stay in your house.
Yes.
Things like that.
And you've
Yeah.
heard even of some who have said, you know what? I don't want those kids in my house. You've had them.
Oh wow!
Yeah, I'm telling you,
let me
I have
tell
a
you,
friend who actually
it's your
ended up separating with
responsibility.
the woman because the
you
woman-
as a father to deal with your woman, and you find ways where you can.
Yes,
actually
but you
make
see
it
now,
work.
here's the
and
thing.
that can only work, Adam, in the beginning of your relationship. Oh my
True.
God,
But you see, here's the thing.
Eh.
Here's the thing. For example, you won't find a guy who has come. Now I've come to Mariam. I have my children. Mariam doesn't have any kids.
Yeah.
Then she's going to get pregnant. Once she has her child,
I'm telling you,
priorities switch.
I have
so
seen
fast.
it.
And she
So
won't
fast.
be prioritizing your children
Nope.
anymore.
Those are not even on her
be
priority
welcome.
list.
They're not even be welcome.
For her right now, she's
And yet
focused on
she
her one
knew
child.
she got married to
Yes.
you when you have children.
Yes.
For me now, the co-parenting there becomes a
problem.
provision.
Yes.
A
Now-
provision issue. Can the father provide? It doesn't matter if he doesn't see them, but at least the kids will know that, you know what? Oh, even me, I'll be happy knowing that the father is doing what?
Because some fathers now have
Providing.
resorted
Because
to
you
one
cannot
thing.
force
Some
things.
fathers have resorted to things like this now. One, he will either go pick up the children and spend the day with them and take them back to their mother.
That's one of the okay. Now we
See-
need to give solutions quick and very fast because we've been arguing
Communication.
about different.
Communication is very, very key.
Very key.
Communication is key. Let me tell you, relationships end. People need to get it into their heads. If the relationship ends, try to
The world
sit down
doesn't
with the
stop
partner,
moving.
yes, and see how you manage to look after these children. Communication, talk.
Because the children are innocent. I think
Yes.
And
also
they are there.
taking responsibility.
Yes.
You're a man, so she has
Yeah.
moved on with another man. It doesn't mean that
It
man
doesn't
should
mean-
be paying
no,
school
that-
fees.
that- those are not
Make
his
her
children.
stop begging them for provision.
True.
Those things of
Very
just
true.
all because you showered the woman.
True.
So, you know, men, I think, need to step up because when they let go also with their children.
Right.
Yeah, but you see, that is wrong.
But they are doing
That
it
is so.
alone.
Yes, they are, unfortunately. But it is wrong. A man should never, ever drop the ball
Yeah.
when it comes to his responsibility.
Even a woman.
These children.
It's period.
No, no,
Actually,
no.
the ones who are
I'm saying, but you see, here's the thing. The woman is with the children at the time,
Yeah,
so
yeah.
for them, it is second
It's
nature.
natural,
It is,
yeah,
yes,
yeah,
second
yeah,
nature.
yeah.
While it should also be second nature for us to provide for these children.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, we are falling short.
Because you meet other women and then you start relationships there. You're like,
Aha.
yeah, what? I
Then-
can also have
then-
children with
Yeah.
this one.
Ah,
but
Yes,
yeah, but
yes,
then-
yes.
Hey.
Then what happens? Now you start falling short on one side, eventually start
Now you
dropping the
forgot
ball.
something, you people. There are also men who you separate with and they want to take care of the kids when they still want you, but not with you.
Exactly, that's why they
Yes.
Kunyigira
So,
hawo.
so it's conditional. I give you help
You-
if
you also
help
continue.
me. No,
Yeah, but then
they are there.
I'm not going to argue with you.
And then also the ones who want to control you through the children.
Exactly.
So they don't want
So
you
you
to
see how
move on, but
co-parenting
they want
becomes an issue?
it becomes
You see,
an issue.
that's the problem.
So people, we should remove Adam and remove Mariam
Out of the equation.
out of the
Yes.
equation and
I
just
wish
say now
we
we have
could.
children.
I wish we
I
could.
wish we could.
Because
By
you
the
are
way.
not
But it's not
possible.
That
possible.
would be very good.
Why are you people saying it's not possible?
Because
my God,
it is
because of all
human
these
nature.
other
Here's the
things
thing.
that-
People are doing it.
No,
If
no,
the-
listen,
if
listen.
the Bazungus can
Listen,
do it,
listen.
why can't we do
But
it?
they're using it because of
Jackie is
quotes.
still in the
Maybe we should do
They're doing
that
it
as
because of
well.
quotes. Now here's the thing.
Maybe we should do that as
Here's
well.
the thing. We have to
But
agree.
you know our
We have to
quotes.
acknowledge one thing. Human beings are innately selfish people.
Yes.
Yeah, yeah,
Human
that's
beings.
very true.
We are innately selfish.
Very true.
I am going to try. Well,
If I can't have you,
I am going to try in any way possible to torture you. Any angle I can
Actually,
get.
torture.
whether
Yes.
it's using your
Yes,
children.
because you're there, and then a chick decides you're not going to see the children because she has said just to be mean, and she said you're not going to have access to these kids.
Or maybe
Like,
because you did.
for
But then,
example, a
but then
chick comes and tells you,
as we conclude, because the producers are they are running mad. As we conclude, there is also these people who will not who won't let you see the children just because they don't feel like it. I can take
That's
care
a
of my.
selfishness.
Wait, Mariam has
That's a
money. It's
selfishness.
like
That's a
never. Why
selfishness.
do I need
That's a
others?
selfishness, I'm telling
I
you.
can pay because you've let her do that. Some men live for like wait,
it's
Mariam.
selfishness.
There's this incident where a man will live for 4 years and then come back about after 4 years, and now he wants to take full control of the children.
no,
It's
that
like,
one needs to be
it
tortured.
happens.
That one needs to be tortured. No, that one needs to be tortured. I agree with you. That one needs to be tortured. If you drop the ball for 4 years, if I am kawa with them dropping.
Listen, Mariam,
torturing
you're
you.
killing me. Well, no, I was thinking about it. How it's going to work now. I'm back after 3 years, honey. You want what? Those ones.
No.
She will torture you and she has a valid
And
reason.
Yeah.
that one is valid. That one is valid. The thing is, what we need to do, honestly speaking, from a man's point of
As we
view,
conclude,
yes, is take ourselves and our feelings out of this equation
try so
and
hard.
focus
Fight. Yes.
on the thing in front of you. Those little angels that have no fault
Yeah.
Absolutely.
but to
That's
be
very
born
true.
by you.
But also, as we try to co-parent, let us also stop speaking negative of one parent
Exactly.
to the children. It is happening,
Yes.
Lucky. Some women speak negative about the father of the children to the children.
Yes.
So the children are growing up hating
We-
their parents,
because-
even if the parent is providing something little. I have seen it.
You know
so
what
let
you
us
do?
stop implanting things in our kids' minds.
Sometimes-
Because at the end of
yeah.
the day, when you separated, the kids did not be involved.
There are ways you can talk to a child. You can tell them, "Are you, Daddy and I are not in love anymore? But
Yes.
he loves you and I love you. That's the
Yes.
most important
But
thing."
are they doing it?
Yeah.
I wish that was the case.
Exactly.
He loves you and I
That's
do.
not the case.
Yeah.
The case is because I am not with you for whatever reason.
I'm going to tell that child and I
Uh-huh. Yes. Lucky, this is what is happening.
You're having a child, a person where, for example, a man can decide to be single for a while. Yeah? But he is separated with the mother of his children. Now, on weekends, he wants the children to come and be with him, and they are telling him, they are telling the children they are going to bring,
Adam,
they are going to show you.
this
another
one is
man
going
who's going to go with.
This one is going to have a part 2. That's all we had for you on Akachai. I don't know if we still had like a million things to
Oh
talk
my
about. This is
God.
a very broad, very touchy conversation that we had, and we'll have a part 2 probably come with more parents and they explain because tubadde twesse naye kyekyo kekachai. That's the kabozi we had for you today. Thank you.